It's a lovely kick. He's used the ball brilliantly. And then Jack, it's a good man to have it now, you'd reckon. It's Kennedy. Oh, that's a good name to kick the goal in a big final.
I can't put into words how good this is. Yeah, I'm just so happy to be part of this club and so happy to be part of a premiership team. You know, growing up as a kid, you always imagine it's going to happen, but to actually achieve it's another thing. It's fantastic.
Your dad must have told you about how good it feels, though.
Yeah, definitely. They've been a great support for me for my whole career, and so I couldn't have done it without them.
I never thought too far ahead. I wasn't too worried about like representative teams and pack cup. I always loved playing at school footy with my friends in a team that I really enjoyed playing for.
Personally, I'd say, oh, he might be okay, and then there'd be sort of a game where he didn't go very well. I said, oh, not much chop this bloke,
Yeah, that's right.
But I was very conscious of not placing any sort of pressure on him. If he wanted, if he was going to make it, he was going to make it. It's not, if you're good enough, you'll get there, generally speaking. So there was a game that you played in a sort of a schoolboys comp game back at under 16 or 17 or something.
I was
and he played a very good game in that, and from that point on, Hawthorn had said that they were going to take him. So basically from there, we knew he was going to be drafted.
But to me, because I'm not a Kennedy, I don't actually feel that. Because for me, he's my baby, and he's my son. So it's I think I'm a little bit different to maybe how John would be feeling as far as the father-son goes.
Been very stressful, Robert. Very stressful. It's just good to see they got up and won, mate. Very happy for them, and very happy that Josh got through the game. You can turn it off now, mate. I think the decision was pretty much made for him because he was told pretty clearly that he wasn't in the best 22. So Josh's decision was whether to stay and try and make his way up the 20s, the list, or go to where there was a requirement for his abilities.
The hardest thing was going over and telling Nunnal. I tell that he wasn't very happy. I don't know if he was just not happy with me or not happy with Hawthorn, but I went round to their house and said, look, I think that I've made my decision. I'm going to go with Sydney. And
Josh made his decision, and that was the right decision for him, and I thought Hawthorn did the right thing by him, particularly Alistair Clarkson, so I have no grizzles or growls. And I suppose sentiment, I'd like to, you can say, well, sentimentally, I'd like to see Josh running round in the Hawthorn Guernsey, but there's no sentiment in league football.
I don't know, did you understand my point of view?
Yeah, sure.
When I play all the different...
And I hope there's about 6 or 7 years of to go. They're still ahead of you. Yeah, so I hope it's good.
I was probably a little bit different solely from a mother's point of view, and for Josh's personal growth. I found it as a wonderful opportunity for him. If he had to go anywhere, Sydney was the best place to go because it's a great place for a weekend, and it's 9 hours in the car.
Number 12, Josh Kennedy.
You could argue that the premierships that we played in at Hawthorn were a highlight. They were the highlight of my playing career. But in terms of a football career, I reckon watching Josh win in 2012 was almost a highlight, the highlight,
happy for Josh's sake. I was sad for Hawthorn with Alistair and Buddy Franklin. Tried so hard. But the Swans deserved it. They won it. And Josh had played so well. I was pleased for that. I can accommodate that sort of life.
Everything just seemed to be perfect on the day. It just turned out to be the way it panned out was perfect. And I actually missed a few photos that went around in the papers of the team around the cup, and I wasn't in it because I was over in the Hawthorn huddle.
Yes.
But I certainly wouldn't change that for anything. It was very, very special.
They're very hard to get to, and they're even harder to win. So if you can get through your career and win a premiership, it's really what you're striving for. In fantasy land, you might say, yeah, look, it'd be great if he went back. But Sydney's a great club, and they've been terrific to Josh, and it's a wonderful environment up there. And they remind me a little bit of Hawthorn, and I must say that since I've been involved with Sydney, I've been really impressed. How are you, mate? Well done, well done. And I do have a sort of a feel that they are very much like Hawthorn in a lot of ways. And so, from I suppose I draw a bit of comfort from the fact that they are a bit like Hawthorn, you know, and they do a great job. They do a great job.
I've been blessed to have that support throughout the career because it can be quite a roller coaster ride, but I felt that over the journey it's been pretty good.